That Casey felt okay in basically saying that they were going to completely misinform the entire American public and was just openly admitting it is because at the time the Cold War was going on and the Russians were getting information from the American press. So it was the freedom of press that was getting in the way. And so without a Gestapo like, set of tactics and an authoritarian mandate, the CIA did the next thing that they could do, which is basically create a ton of noise. They're just jamming the signal by creating a bunch of false information and misinforming the public. So it's a purposeful misinformation with theoretically good intent. So it's become the CIA's job to basically be the world's greatest illusionist, and it's their mandate to have a conspiracy to fool everyone, because this started around the end of World War II when we were trying to keep the Nazis from getting the bomb. So that it started on a good basis and makes sense then. This officially mandated war on truth continues today because, well, there's always some sort of threat. Now the idea is, well, what if they make bombs even smaller so they have suitcase bombs? Or what if, heaven forbid, someone like a Columbine type shooter gets access to be able to make bombs in their own living room if the technology was great enough. Well, the problem with that is that if technology were to suddenly advance because a lot of people understood these ideas, then there's also the possibilities of, advancing energy technology to the point where there's no more poverty, that it could advance energy technology to the point that we could create fields that make nukes not able to go off. It's an unknown, and so you can't just speculate and then do everything based on fear and hide everything. So, what's the conspiracy? What's the secret? Well, the conspiracy is to confuse history because the information is available in the historical record. And what is it that they're hiding? That the ether is real. Not only is it real, it's compatible with all of modern science. It's compatible with relativity. And that's the main way that they confuse everyone, is they say relativity and ether are opposites when they're not. So it's a web of lies and deception and historical events and characters that I can't touch on the specifics in this video, but I can tell you that I'm going to get into it. Think about this. When Einstein wrote the letter that got Roosevelt to start the program to beat the Nazis to the bomb, didn't Einstein have a moral obligation to make sure that the world didn't understand relativity? Didn't it make sense that he had to make sure people were confused about it so that the Nazis wouldn't get the information first?